Evelyn Wang is a Chinese-American woman who runs a struggling laundromat with her husband Waymond. The business is being audited by the IRS, which has caused rising tensions on the eve of the Chinese New Year. Her father Gong Gong has just arrived from China and is living with them. As she sorts the receipts on the dining room table before their IRS appointment, she does not notice Waymond's attempts to serve her divorce papers. Her daughter Joy and her girlfriend Becky arrive. Joy is meant to help breach any language differences at the IRS meeting. Evelyn struggles to accept her daughter's lesbianism and refuses to introduce Becky to Gong Gong. After he comes down the stairs into the laundromat while she is dealing with a customer, Evelyn introduces Becky as Joy's good friend, causing them to storm out. In the IRS building elevator, Waymond's personality changes when he is briefly taken over by a version of himself from the Alpha universe. Upon being connected to a headset, Evelyn sees an overview of essential moments from her life: her father's disappointment at having a daughter, meeting Waymond, her family renouncing her for marrying him, buying the laundromat, and having Joy. Alpha Waymond explains that every decision creates a new parallel universe and that they may be in danger. He gives her instructions on the back of the divorce papers. Sitting down with IRS Inspector Deirdre, the Wangs are scolded about their stacks of receipts and tax-deducted items. In accordance with Alpha Waymond's instructions, Evelyn swaps her shoes to the opposite feet, imagines herself in the janitor's closet, and then clicks the green button on her headset. She is pulled back into the closet where Alpha Waymond awaits, to further explain that she is an essential woman in his universe that discovered verse jumping. However, before he finishes his explanation, evil Deirdre pulls him through the door and breaks his neck. In the real world, Deirdre agrees to allow them another chance to turn their receipts in again by 6 p.m. Still fearing another attack, Evelyn punches her in the face. Furthermore, she realizes that her instructions were written on the back of divorce papers that Waymond had already filled out. Alpha Waymond returns to fight off the security guards and take them to the break room. He explains that they are being chased by Jobu Tupaki, a woman whose mind was overloaded and splintered after being pushed too hard by Alpha Evelyn. Now she can verse jump and manipulate matter at will but has become a being of pure chaos and evil. Alpha Waymond explains that verse jumpers can access their parallel universe counterparts' skills, memories, and bodies, by performing a statistically improbable action that slingshots them toward that universe. Upon being attacked in the stairwell by evil Deirdre, Evelyn can tap into a universe where she did not meet Waymond and instead became a kung fu master and movie star. She can fight off evil Deirdre, but Jobu Tupaki approaches, and Alpha Waymond is knocked out. It is revealed that Jobu is actually Alpha Joy, and she kills all of the security guards sent to arrest Evelyn. Jobu shows Evelyn the everything bagel black hole she has created, with which she can potentially destroy the multiverse. Alpha Gong Gong arrives before Evelyn is sucked into the black hole. Still, he wants to kill Evelyn to prevent her mind from further fracturing. Waymond and Joy return to themselves, and are confused by their predicament, which Evelyn futilely attempts to explain. Alpha Gong Gong tries to get Evelyn to kill Joy. Still, she refuses, instead opting to become more like Jobu so that she may have enough power to defeat her. Alpha Gong Gong calls all of the nearby verse jumpers to come to kill Evelyn. Still, she can use the skills and memories from her multiverse self to defeat them all. Unfortunately, Alpha Waymond is killed by Jobu in the Alphaverse before he can kiss Evelyn goodbye. Right after, Evelyn's mind fractures from the stress of splintering herself, and she dies. Evelyn's mind splinters across the multiverse, and she witnesses many bizarre universes. One where she spins signs for a living, one where she has hot dog fingers and is dating Deirdre, and one where a raccoon controls a fellow teppanyaki chef. Jobu once again finds Evelyn and explains that she is not trying to kill her. Instead, she created the everything bagel to destroy herself because she is tired of never being present in any universe. She merely wants someone to accompany her into the unknown. Evelyn stares into the bagel and accepts Jobu's nihilistic view that nothing matters. She begins being cruel and uncaring in other universes, including using her loved ones, disregarding her responsibilities, and even stabbing Waymond. She nearly accepts Jobu's offer to enter the bagel but stops when she hears Waymond still fighting for her. In every universe, even when she hurts him, he defends and cleans up after her. He explains that his optimism is not naivete but rather a conscious choice to be kind, since that is how he fights. Evelyn resolves to fight more like him and defeats Jobu's minions by sifting through the multiverse, discovering what is causing them anguish, and helping them find happiness. In the tax universe, Evelyn confronts Gong Gong about his lifelong disappointment in her and finally stands up for herself and Joy. Finally, Evelyn reaches Jobu and attempts to pull her back from the brink, but Joy cries out, asking Evelyn to just let her go. Evelyn does so for a moment before pulling her back and telling her that she will always choose to be with her, regardless of everywhere else she could be. While Jobu initially rejects Evelyn's hand, she reaches inside the bagel and returns to embrace her. Back in the tax universe, the family dynamics noticeably improve as they prepare to return to the IRS office. Evelyn and Waymond kiss in the lobby, in what is clearly their first romantic moment in a long while. Deirdre seems impressed by the work that they have done but explains there is still more to do before they are out of the woods. For a moment, Evelyn begins to drift off to check in on her other universe selves before she is pulled back and grounds herself in her home universe.